Welcome back, everyone. We are out here in the garage. Got this thing. Finally doing something I've been wanting to do for a long time. And that would be lowering the pickup back down, because it used to sit a lot lower and it looked so good. Put a picture of it up, but man, it was such a good stance and it looked so good. So we're gonna lower it back down before we tow it to Florida in April for Cletus and Car's burnout contest. And before then, we also got to get it wrapped, got to get some safety stuff done. Little minor things, might need another wastegate because one's not enough. But for right now, we're going to lower it because that seems like something high on the priority list. But we are going to use some random stuff I've bought. When I first got it, it had a hitch, it had the spare tire, it had everything back there. I already had shackles in the back to lower it, and then it had springs in the front to lower it, and it rode like trash. So I put stock springs back in the front of it, took off the hitch, took off the bumper, took off everything off the back of it. So now it's sat pretty level again, but it lifted it back up a couple inches. So I'm going to use this box that has some new knuckles in it to lower the front. Over there, sitting on the shelf for a couple of years, is a C-notch kit. So we'll get the back C-notch also. And then while we're at it, we will move this. We're gonna need it eventually. But in here is a used axle flip kit that I bought. So, and that I just broke. But we will flip the axle in the back, see how everything sits, adjust it from there if we need to. I already went through and measured from the ground center line to bottom of fender. We're at 34.5 inches there, and we're at 34.25 inches there. So hopefully by the time we're done, we're sitting at about 32 inches or so, which means we might need to be putting different tires on it because these ones might rub, but it's the name of the game. So follow along, stay tuned, let's get at it, see how far we can make it, and I'm really gonna put the old quick jacks I got for Christmas to test. So let's see what happens. Okay, well, welcome back. I guess for you it really hasn't been that long. For me it's been about a week. Been terrible at updating and progress stuff. Just been being terrible, I guess. But the front is lowered. There's the old knuckles. Driver side, easy to do. Passenger side ended up needing a wheel bearing. And driver side I already did a couple of years ago, so it was still good. But passenger side needed a wheel bearing. So that is all on there. Oh, looking friggin' sweet. Lowered it back down. It's sitting exactly 2 inches lower. Money. Rear end. Well, we go back here. There's nothing there. I actually, like just seconds ago, just set that on the ground. But if we come back here, go around the front, go to the other side. Also, quick jacks, amazing. Or holding friggin' sweet. And then right here we got the 49-inch. No, this is the one that was in the pickup, so nothing crazy going on there. One thing I did do is I finally cut off the old leaf spring mounts that were on there when Nick had it that I never cut off because I thought I could get away with it. Turns out I couldn't because they kept hitting the frame and the bump stop and made it ride terrible. So decided while it's out, cut them off, move on. So got that cleaned up as good as I think I need to or want to. Right there is my box of used lowering stuff, axle flip stuff. So it's actually what I'm in the process of doing is dropping leaf springs so that I can right there, because those are somewhere. Where did those go? There's one there, I think. Where did this one go? Aha! Yes, the old Nacharuski. So I'll probably just make a cardboard template out of that to put it on the frame. That way I know where to cut and go from there. So that is what I'm working on now. I'm gonna drop the passenger side leaf spring and then make a template of that and do some cutting. I'll check in with you guys in a couple seconds. See how things look. Okay, little update. Driver's side is notched. Passenger side is also notched and bolted together and ready to go. So now on the driver's side, I just need to, because I made a template with cardboard and then put it on over, traced it, right? So now I just need to slowly make this bigger until that fits in there better, and then drill some holes, bolt her in, good to go. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Just gonna keep at it. Okay, we're back. It's the next day. I know to you guys it's all just the same video, but for me it's the next day. Same clothes, next day. But look at this! Yeah, that notch mark really isn't too far off, especially once you get weight of the vehicle on it. It should like sit right up in there. We got our used U-bolts that we are working with. Some plates there, came with new nuts, but so now we are just working on, right now I'm just bolting everything in. And then I'm gonna put bolt wheels on it, set it back down on the ground because I'm curious ride height where it's gonna be. So like none of those are tight or anything, they're all just kind of sitting there, but I want to see where it's gonna work out. I don't know if I have to do longer shackles, figure something out. We'll have to measure pinion angle to make sure it's gonna be okay because of the drop hangers up there. It did come with these shims that I can, or a shim. Oh no, it came with two. Okay, we got two shims here that I can always try if I have to. Those kind of scare me, but whatever. And then as long as I like all this, I can order up Caltrax and get Caltrax here and get those bolted on so we get no more axle hop, hopefully. So yeah, I'm gonna continue working on bolting the axle in, put some tires on it, and then we'll lower it back down on the ground, see where it measures out. Hopefully it's roughly 32 1/4. Maybe a hair more because we still have a hitch over there we need to put on. So we'll see. Stay tuned. Okay, moment of truth. See what happens. Shocks hopefully don't freak out being pointed straight at the ground, but we'll see. Oh God. I think it's too low. That is way too low. Okay. Well, it's gonna need longer shackles. Let me grab a tape measure. Okay, so with the tape measure from the ground straight up to bottom of fender where I measured that, we're at 29 3/4 inches. So that's not ideal. I guess I don't know what to do. Let me think on this. Okay, well, I got it to sit about 3/4 of an inch lower by cutting a shock tab off the axle that was hitting the frame and not letting it go down all the way. So that was the opposite of what I wanted. But It looks pretty cool. It's a little too low though. Somehow that needs to come up. I don't know. If that came down, that's sitting at 32 inches right now. So if that came down 2 inches and that came up 1 inch, it'd sit pretty good. Or if that came down 3 inches too, that'd be all right, I guess. Huh. Turns out the front tires, they rub a lot. Any kind of bump or turn or really anything. And they rub. So that's not ideal. Well, welcome back for the end of our video. I really didn't film very much. I kind of got distracted and whatnot, just fighting with this thing. But did our first Cars and Coffee today. Didn't film any of that, just kind of enjoyed the moment. But here it is. She's sitting a couple inches lower, which is too low because well, yeah, if you look right here, you can kind of see where the tire is rubbing up in there. So that's certainly not ideal. Back here, it's not an issue because the 9 inch is narrow. So it kind of can tuck up in there if it has to. We do got, you can see in there, we got the notch. And you can look under here. Got the axle flip. Got the cowl tracks all in. Got them adjusted, which for right now seem to be adjusted pretty good. Got on it a little bit. Tires broke free. Back end walk sideways. No axle hop. Stupid smooth. So they're already working. Friggin' money. We had to pull this off because that just looks trashy. God dang. But if you look here, we had to put a different mount on there. So the leaves or the shackle used to go up, now it goes down. So I had to do that mount. Was able to reuse the original shackles it had on it, put it one hole up though, and it actually sits pretty good. There's a bunch of stuff in the bed that I need to take to the dump still. So once I empty it, I'll see kind of how it's sitting and go from there. Play with it some. And we also got, where is it? We got battery relocated. Use some Amazon jumper cables. Run them to the bed. Back to here. And then back here. We got a battery mounted. And then we got a cutoff switch. So that's cool. Didn't really think it through. And that doesn't kill power. Yeah, did it wrong. Kind of. Got to run another wire from the alternator straight back to the battery, because right now with the alternator going from alternator to that block, it's just back feeding and keeping the vehicle running when you turn this off. So order up some more wire, and then we'll go from alternator straight to battery, and then once we hit this, it should kill it, so it'll be legal for burnouts. It'll be legal NHRA, so that'll be cool. Right now though, and we're pretty much done with all that, only thing left to do is make it not white. So I got a roll of yellow vinyl in the house. We'll try and wrap it ourselves because that seems like the most fun idea. But the garage is kind of destroyed just from working on stuff and it being it. So we'll get this cleaned up, get a bunch of tools put away, get reset, and then we will work on wrapping it. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the wrapping. That'll go interesting. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of frustrations, but luckily it's only one color. But anyways, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time. Keep watching along. Before you know it, we'll be in Florida doing burnouts, blowing stuff up, having fun. Thanks for watching, guys. You have to go up. Okay. Down. Okay. Down. Okay. Okay. Down. Okay. Okay, just a second.